All right, we are back with another PrizePicks video. This one's going to be for NBA preseason. I have been sending these out late, very close to tip-off, as you can see, 25 minutes until the Pelicans and a Magic play. But I do that because the injury history or the injury news is so huge on these picks. And the thing I saw a few minutes ago was Joe Mazzulla looking to ramp up his minutes for our top players tonight and Thursday, and they're all likely to play in each game. So I think I'm basing my knowledge or my picks off this tweet today. I think a lot of teams are going to start doing that. The season is about to start coming. They can't just keep playing their starters 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes a game. And I think a lot of teams are going to be ramping up. So trying to take advantage of the lower lines here today. And yeah, let's jump right into the picks so you guys can get them in before some of these games start. But I will start with Brandon Ingram because he's going to be our soonest game. I'm going over for Brandon Ingram. No injury, for the Pelicans. I looked at Twitter. They're starting their main core, which I love to see. Hopefully they run them a decent amount tonight. Let's go check out the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram has been their main weapon for the starters, I believe. Yeah, by main weapon, I mean he's shooting a lot. 42% shooting, but he's getting up 11 shots a game, which is second most on the team, other than Hawkins. So, again, I think if they get into the 25 minutes, Zion always scares me. His line is, also intriguing there. But, you could look at McCollum as well. He's shooting 10 times a game. I'm liking Ingram, though. 14.5. I think they play it kind of more like a real game today. Again, Zion's at 15.5. Could easily get there, but just always concerning, especially in preseason for a guy that gets hurt a lot. And then McCollum also might have some value there as well. So Ingram is the first pick. For the Celtics, these lines shot up. They were at like 17. Now it's at 21, especially after that tweet. But I think the best value here for me is Porzingis, 14.5. I could see him getting, 19, 20 points. They want to get him involved in the offense. And I think Tatum will still be looking, pass and impact the game in different ways. JB could be a big scorer tonight as well. But I'm liking KP here in terms of value for the Celtics. Next up, we're going to go to Franz Wagner. Let's check him out. Again, this game's starting up early, so you might not get this one in, but something to look at if you do. Franz, 13.5. I think that's exactly his average for the preseason right now. Orlando. They're starting their main core again tonight, so again, all signs pointing towards these guys ramping up their play. 13.5. He does, shoot the ball really well. Oh my, really, really well. But I think he's looking to score a little bit more this year. I think he was creeping towards 20 points a game last year. You could look at Paulo, of course, as well at 7.5 field goals made this year, averaging 9 a game in the preseason. So you could talk me into Paolo as well at 13.5. I'm going to go with Franz, but definitely look at Paolo if you have time. Next up, we're going to go to Westbrook. He's going to be our only under. I've been seeing Westbrook at 9.5, a decent amount. I just don't think he's going to be scoring the ball as much this year. He is obviously older in the preseason. Again, even if they're trying to ramp him up a little bit, I don't think Westbrook's going to be a big part of their offense. So I'm going under for Westbrook. Again, especially if they want to get Kawhi and PG start going this year or this preseason, I think they start ramping them up over Russell. Next up, we're going to go to Shea, 16.5. Again, you could look at a lot of these OKC guys. They're running their starting lineup. Chet's been getting a lot of run, scoring the ball a lot, and Shea just hasn't been really shooting. But again, we're trying to ramp up the players here. I think they're going to try to ramp them up. So I think it's a Shea day. And I think he starts, actually shooting the ball rather than, passing and giving up open looks. I think he's going to want to score tonight. So Shea is the next pick there. And then last but not least, I'm going to go to Scotty Barnes. He is the Raptor I'm picking tonight. You could go with a few different guys, but I think Scotty's going to try to make a jump this year. Gary Trent Jr., if he has a line as well, he does not. He's been shooting the ball a lot. Siakam you could obviously look at for sure. OG is at 11.5, but Scotty is the one that intrigued me the most in terms of their preseason stats. We can go check him out here. Toronto. In 2 games so far, Scotty has been getting 14 points a game. Really good efficiency as well, in only 17 minutes too. So he'd be over that if he just continued that trend. But again, if they creep up in the 25 minutes or so, Scotty should be getting over this pretty easily. So is that 5? That's 6. Okay, perfect. So again, want to get this out to you guys as quick as possible. But Ingram, Porzingis, Wagner, Westbrook under, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and then Scotty Barnes all over points. That's going to do it. Hopefully make some money tonight. Hope you guys see this. If, there's preseason's almost ending, but for the next video, I do, typically send it out late in terms of the game times, just because I like to get that injury news. So that's going to do it for NBA preseason. Also, if you're on Underdog, I have this I just submitted. Brunson over 13.5 points. I really, really like. Again, Celtics are playing their starters. That might incline the Knicks to play their starters. Tatum, if he's not scoring, he's going to be rebounding and assisting the ball. So kind of going into that Porzingis play as well, but he could also drop 20. And then Wagner and Scotty Barnes in here as well. So that's going to do it. I'll get this out quick to you guys. Hopefully you can kind of sneak these in. But if not, I've got later picks for you too. So peace out.